So yesterday I got a long-feared and anticipated email. No, it wasn't informing me that my Grooveshark account set up in 2013 had finally been hacked, even though that seems to be happening a lot. No, this was from my college, informing me that several of my online classes have been canceled because they're gonna be held in person this semester. And I'm scared! I'm scared because I've never been in a public classroom before. I'm scared that being thrown into a completely unfamiliar environment in classes that I'm already expecting to not do very well in because they're math classes and I suck at math. I'm just worried that that's gonna make a hard situation even harder. I'm nervous about not being able to eat or drink food whenever I want. And that includes during lectures or tests. And that's gonna lead to me having to completely pack up all of my books and my laptop and leave my seat wide open anytime that I have to pee, which is a lot. I'm a well-hydrated boy. I'm scared of this big a change because I've always known school to be this thing that I do from the comfort of my own bedroom. And I've specifically designed my workspace around my own wants. Notice the lack of distractions, the double monitors, just the size and the emptiness of the desk, and most importantly, my bed right next to it. And so if I need to take just a 5-minute mental break, I can just go lay down. And cutting off access to these, I'm genuinely worried it'll cut off my performance. And you know what I'm also nervous about? The commute. Because this genius signed up for morning classes. And the old bus will take a hot minute to get there. And so I'm worried that this lack of sleep and therefore tiredness and therefore brain fog is also going to severely affect my performance at school. As well as, I don't know, what if I accidentally doze off at the library and someone just walks off with my laptop? Speaking of the library though, fun fact, not all of my classes are in person. So for example, I have an in-person class that is literally immediately followed by an online class that I guess I'll have to do in the library there or something. So I'm gonna be doing online in person. And I mean, obviously, I'm still nervous about COVID. Even though everybody in my personal life has been vaccinated, I can't vouch for everybody on campus. Or on the public transport that I have to take to get there. And I'm also just worried about picking up the flu or, another bad bug because I haven't been out in the world in a while. And more importantly, I'm worried about giving that to my grandmother. I've kind of secretly made it a goal, to the best of my ability at least, this semester, to not get sick once. From things like going to the bathroom and washing my hands in between every single class, to taking a shower immediately after I get home, whereas honestly before I probably would have just been lazy and fallen asleep in my outside gross clothes. I am sorry to say that this pandemic definitely did increase my personal hygiene. I am a bit excited though, because since elementary school, I have not experienced school with a social aspect. I'm excited to have classmates, to have people to study with instead of being left completely up to myself to figure out and understand a thing. Honestly, I'm excited to have friends. I'm excited for the possibility to actually talk with my professor and ask for help when I don't understand something. I'm honestly excited for the opportunity to just feel personally like a real college student. Now granted, there's still a while before these big changes in my life actually happen. I only just now got the email, but all these thoughts and worries and hopes and fears are swirling around in my head like I'm stirring a fishbowl with no fish in it. Not that I think that swirling around water with fish in it would hurt the fish. It just seems like kind of a rude thing to do. It would frustrate the fish. Don't do that. I guess my question for you is, if you've been to college or really have any experience in this field whatsoever, do you have any words of great wisdom for me or anybody that might find themselves in the same situation? And you know what? I'll respond to this video in a few months or a year or so after I've adapted and gotten used to these big changes in my life. because that might be pretty neat. Stay positive! Yeah, so the only problem with this 4K sparkly quality is you can totally tell the plants behind me are fake now. I mean, what? You didn't hear that.